Well, everyone, again, for those of you that have never been on our town hall, I hope you enjoy our fearless leader, Mr. Mitchell Cho's presentation as much as I do. So sit back, relax, and I will let Mitchell take the floor or the screen. Go ahead, Mitchell.
Thanks, Marianne. And yeah, great introduction as usual. And yeah, thanks, Carol. Incredible background you have. And it just shows the caliber of professionals that we have in the company and that we attract to the company. So hey, everybody. So I want to take a moment to reflect on the company's journey. In the past town halls, I've presented our growth in revenue and the number of employees, the number of government customers. It's been quite a remarkable journey. Inc. 500 list, Virginia Fast 50 list, NOAA Small Business of the Year, and recently the 30+ contracts we won last fall, to the few contracts we already won since the beginning of the year. The company is on a growth trajectory, and that's not new information, but I want to talk a little bit about this journey and my reflections on this journey, which has been filled with not only success but disappointments as well, and a lot of hard work. Next slide. So tomorrow, or actually, is there one previously?
Yeah,
previous
sorry.
slide. Yeah, okay, there you go. Okay, so tomorrow is actually my birthday. I'm turning 50 years old, right? A half-century mark, and I've been I've been thinking about, and thank you guys. I see those birthday well wishes. Thank you. I've been thinking about and reflecting on the FedWriters journey, where we started, and where we are today, where we're headed. Turning 50, it's a reminder to me of how precious time is, and how important what we do with our time is. It's made me reflect a little bit more about the company's legacy, the legacy that we're creating, and what's truly important. When I started FedWriters 14 years ago, my vision was clear, right? Build a successful company, and that was measured by the number of jobs and the customers, contract wins. And I was always focused on the next opportunity, the next proposal, the next contract win. It was about securing our place in the market, ensuring we had a steady stream of projects and revenue, and proving that we could compete in the federal marketplace. And thanks to your hard work, especially those of you who have been here for the past 3, 4, 5 years plus, we've achieved that. We've built a steady stream of contracts. We've built a reputation for excellence and reliability, as measured by our CPARs and letters of recognition, and more contract wins and so forth. So, of course, we're still focused on the next opportunity, the next win. But as opposed to the early days of the company, these days I'm thinking more about our legacy. Yes, I think we do great and important work for the government. We communicate the business of government from intelligence reports that impact national security decisions to climate research that impact environmental protection decisions, communication campaigns that enhance the financial well-being of American businesses, right? We work on some really important and far-reaching projects, and all of this great work that we do and will continue to do in the future has really underscored the importance of the impact we could have on our communities, and the legacy that the company is creating, that we are creating as a group of people. Next slide. So it's a reminder to me that chasing success is great. Success is great, right? But as Spider-Man said, right, with great power comes great responsibility, right? Yeah, and I know some of you caught that. It wasn't Spider-Man who said that. It was Spider-Man's uncle, but great quote nonetheless. And, I'm not boasting that I or the company has great power, but I like to think of it more as, next slide. With great success comes great responsibility, right? And what I mean by that is that I started to think more about our legacy and what this company stands for beyond the great work that we do, beyond the contract wins, right? Beyond the employee recognitions. And to me, that means we start nurturing a culture of giving back, right? Volunteerism, inclusivity, Turning 50 has kind of made me think about leading FedWriters with a better sense of responsibility. And I ask you all, think about the mark we wish to leave on the world as a group of people, as an organization and individually. I'm filled with so much gratitude for all the blessings that I've received from my journey with FedWriters. And I see my role as always looking towards the future, right? Building a better future for the company, building a better future for the people in the company. And that vision, my role, that role is evolving to include helping shaping a future that we can all be proud of, right? Beyond the contract wins, beyond the growth and success, right? Winning government contracts is great, right? Gives me such a rush that all the hard work in the proposal, recruiting, the key personnel pricing, and leading up to that win, it's validation of how good we are, or how business savvy we are, right? And if you asked me 5 years ago or even 2 years ago, I would have said that was everything. And we are here to win and fulfill contracts, period. And we're very successful at that. But now I believe we're not just here to win government contracts. Our purpose runs deeper, right? We have the opportunity and the responsibility to make a positive impact on our communities, right? So what does that mean? Well, it means different things to different people. Next slide. So a lot of you might not know this, but I volunteer my time as a commissioner of this Fairfax City Economic Development Authority, EDA, right? It's a public service type role. I provide guidance and recommendations on how to improve, build, and grow businesses in Fairfax. And I don't get paid for it. And it kind of takes away from my main job as the CEO of FedWriters. I've been doing it for a little over a year now. And, when I first started doing this, I did question why I was doing this, having these late night meetings after a full day of work, and I'm not getting paid. And, they're asking for more of my time and headspace, right? But supporting small businesses has become a passion of mine, right? It's an area where I feel I can contribute based on my experiences at FedWriters. This is where I can believe I can provide value. As I said, it's a commitment of time, energy, but it's an opportunity for me to give back, to share what I've learned from growing and starting FedWriters, to help other businesses navigate the challenges that we once faced. I've come to see that role, my role at the Fairfax EDA, as volunteerism, right? It's a reflection on the broader vision for FedWriters, or evolving mission for FedWriters beyond winning and fulfilling contracts, and making a shift towards making a positive impact. And that could mean, right, helping to protect the environment. It could mean contributing to the business community's prosperity, or giving opportunities to people that might not otherwise have those opportunities. And I say this because I have found myself in a position of authority, in a position to be able to make a positive impact, in a position to give opportunities to people. Next slide. So, we've already started kind of doing this, and I have to give a shout out to, Abby and Zara and Joe for kind of organizes this Potomac River cleanup event that we did, and all the rest of you that participated in that event. We also did a wreath laying volunteer event at Arlington National Cemetery. But there's more we can do, and it doesn't necessarily mean volunteering at these organized events. It could mean uplifting a coworker who isn't performing at their best. It could mean mentorship and guidance to a new person on your team. It can mean donating food to a food bank. It can mean advocating for a worthwhile project to your supervisor or leadership, highlighting volunteer opportunities to your supervisor. As you heard, right, we just won the NOAA Small Business of the Year, so great achievement, obviously, but my business-minded brain always leads me to, what do we do with this? Right? How do we capitalize this? So we put a banner on our website. We sent out a press release. We're referencing the award in our proposals. But as I continue to reflect, turning 50 and all, and Spider-Man Uncle's quote, right? We have a responsibility to use that as a platform to give back. Right? This No award, it puts us on the map of environmental science and research and protection. And this is just an example, but rather than using this as just a business growth opportunity, we should be seeing this as encouragement to contribute to environmental solutions. Right? This is our great responsibility. And again, it's not just the environment, but that's a great step to take and path to go down. It's also about where we as a company and as individuals can provide the best value. For example, right, we have as a company have the great privilege of providing opportunities, job opportunities, growth opportunities, and therefore we have a responsibility to foster a diverse and inclusive work environment that respects cultural and personal backgrounds, of the people currently in the company and people that want to work for us. So to me, giving back also means strengthening our commitment to DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Giving people opportunities that who may not otherwise have those opportunities. That's something that the company can do to give back. But as I mentioned, there's so many other ways. Right, next slide. For me personally, it's the Fairfax EDA, based on my business experience. Myself and Mark, we also mentored some George Mason University college students on their startup business pitch. Right, we're business people, so we can give back to the business community. We're also mentoring 3 separate groups of GMU students working on some really interesting business research projects. I've done several sessions with English students at Mason talking about job opportunities and career paths for writers. Next slide. So, as with everything, it takes small steps before you can make large strides. So I want to start taking some small steps towards this responsibility of ours, the company's responsibility. So, I'm really looking to you to identify and propose volunteer opportunities or other opportunities the company can give back, or just give back through your own personal way. Yes, I know we all need a job, we all need money, we all want more money, but we are all fortunate to live in America, to be employed, to work for a company that I hope you feel is fair and has integrity and has your well-being in mind. A lot of people in this world and in this country even can't say that. So let's count our blessings. Right? Me especially, back in 2010, I never envisioned having a company of this size and success. Now I feel there's no limit to the amount of success we can achieve. We might be at 400 employees by the end of the year, maybe 1,000 or more in the next year or two. And as the chief executive of the company, it's my responsibility to have a bigger picture of what that success means. And it's not just bigger paychecks. It's not just more growth. It's about making a meaningful difference and building a meaningful legacy. So, FedWriters has really grown into this remarkable company, recognized for our great work, communicating the business of government, and getting paid to make a difference in the lives of Americans. Right? We're not selling cars. We're not selling beverages. We're selling services to improve the lives of Americans. That in itself is a positive legacy, but let's one up that. So I hope you embrace this evolving mindset with me. I'm excited for what the future holds. So as our great success grows, as we grow to that 1,000 employee mark, 2,000 employee mark, right? This mindset, this great responsibility, it becomes more important. So thanks, everybody.